Porter here. Welcome to the Root to the Music TV live, baby. We're going live. Let me get my poll started, give y'all a chance to come in. Did Diana Ross groom Michael Jackson? Did Diana Ross groom We gonna get down to the bottom of this. Give y'all a chance to come in. Give y'all a chance to come in. Yeah, I've been doing my research. Like I said, it's before my time. I'm just doing my research. I'm just going off script. In a lot of interviews, he's expressed how he doesn't care about how much older she is. He is deeply infatuated with this woman. Rumor has it he was so in love with this woman that he, in some ways, wanted to be her. That's why he did his hair the way he did. He liked the big hair that she wore. Oh yeah, my personal opinion, I might have to say maybe she ain't do anything, but I think she flirted with him when he was underage. I don't know. To be honest, I think she was his first. I think Diana Ross was the first one to give him some play, because it's the same thing. See, Diana Ross is the same as P Diddy. She's the same as P Diddy because Usher was sent to P Diddy's house and Michael Jackson was sent to Diana Ross's house. Diana Ross was already in the industry, and Joe Jackson would do anything to make sure that Michael Jackson and his boys are famous. So what better way to make sure his boys are famous? He sends them to a very attractive, world famous singer, Diana Ross, at the age of 10. So, but they were only at her apartment for a little while, but I don't know what she did to that boy, but she couldn't get this little puppy off her damn leg. God damn. Give y'all a few moments to come in. All right. Almost time. A few more seconds. Lord have mercy. Everybody trying to groom. Everybody trying to. Poor little Mike. What's up, y'all? What's up? Yeah, I'm doing research. Doing my research. My homegirl told me about Diana Ross. I didn't know anything about Diana Ross and Michael Jackson until my homegirl told me. So I've been doing some research. And just using my analytical skill. I mean, she says she's a mother to him, but what mother holds her son like? Look at that background. Ain't no mother holding her son like that. And all the pictures of them kissing, they have a lot of pictures of kissing. He wants to marry. If that's his mother figure, why the hell he keep telling everybody he wants to marry this woman? So something happened to Michael when she invited Michael and them boys to her house. I'm not saying that she's a groomer, but I don't think she touched Michael, but I think she flirted with him a lot. I think she, in other words, showed Michael what a woman is, and he just lost his damn mind. You can't put all that goddamn pressure on Mike like that. Goddamn Diana Ross. You can't put that type of pressure on that young boy. They lose their goddamn mind, and that's what he did. There's a lot of interviews I bookmarked. They're talking about Michael Jackson talking about he loves her, he wants to marry her. Who the hell want to marry their damn mama? So Diana Ross did an interview talking about she took special interest in Michael when she first met him. God damn. Took special interest in a child? But that could be innocent. It's very blurry. She was speaking in code. I'm like, special interest as far as you want to mentor him and show him the game, which I think she did. She showed him around the industry. But I truly believe she showed this boy something else. I truly believe that I don't know, if I have to guess, I think Michael cracked Diana when he was like around the age of 15, 16. I don't think she touched him when he was that young. But maybe she in Hollywood. She's in that music industry. I'm not sure. But if I have to guess, I'll probably be between the ages of 13 and 16. because he wanted to marry her when he was 24, when Thriller came out, 1982. And and also, my thing is, if they had nothing going on, why was he so jealous when she got married to that white millionaire, that white man? He didn't attend the wedding because he was jealous. He wanted to marry her. Like yeah, Diana Ross was his first. Let me tell you something. That big-eyed heifer put it on, Mike. And, hey, it happens to the best of us. But the reason I'm talking about this live today, but they really don't talk about female groomers. Don't talk about female groomers. Not saying that she is, but I don't know. These pictures are very suspect. These pictures of her are very suspect. Who we got now? Shout out to who's that? Zayna Gambling what? Shout out to Olga. Hello. Yeah, what's your question? Zayna, what's your question? Yeah, so I'm like, there's a lot of groomers, but we only hear about Diddy, Clive Davis, and mainly men, you know, with the baby oil. But you know, Diana Ross is hugged up with this man. Like, goddamn, and she's much older. She's one of them. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. In the hood, I don't know about. I've never been to a nice black area, but in the hood, a lot of them older black women are freaks. They will freak a young nigga in a heartbeat. So this is not shocking to me, because if it's going on in our daily lives, we in the hood, we in the jungle trying to survive, and you got aunties out there ready to give you some top. You got aunties out there that just have a serious fetish with younger men. This goes on a lot, and sadly enough, that a lot of the younger men, especially in the hood, they go up in these older women all the damn time, 16, 17, because when I was coming up, see, these youngsters, how they are today, they're not the same youngsters. When I was growing up, about 16, 17, you already lifting weights. You're probably in sports, or you're doing something to stay active. We wasn't inside all day. We were playing basketball, doing football. We were doing something to stay active. So in California, there's a lot of Polynesians. These some big old boys. You gotta remember, these boys are 14, 15, 16, say 14 to 18, but these boys are already benching 300 pounds. And these older women and younger women are attracted to strength, no matter what age you are. So what I'm saying is, women don't get talked about that much because it's physically impossible for a woman to take advantage of a male once he hits puberty, you know? So with women jumping on underage boys is not talked about for that reason. They can't overpower most boys. They can't overpower. They because a young teenage boy can kill a grown woman. Second, the young niggas want it. So I'm giving y'all some context to understand. This is why I believe that Diana Ross played a major part in breaking Michael Jackson's heart, because I mean, you all over him, you kissing on this man. Goddamn. Wait, I got another clip. Hold on. I mean, she is just smooching this man down. I mean, what is he supposed to think? You took his virginity. Goddamn. Now you tell me they ain't together. You tell me she didn't groom that boy. Let's go to the pose. You tell me. Look at that background pic. She was on Michael's ass. Goddamn. In Hollywood, there's a lot of rituals. As we all know, that Diana Ross groomed Michael Jackson. 64% say yes. 36% say no. So most people say that she did groom Michael. Broke that man's heart. Broke him down to pieces, because when you have an old cougar putting that stuff on you, boy, oh boy, she one of them freaky ass old cougars. That's what happened. She's freaky. She old. She's rich. She's famous. She's one of the biggest names in the world at that time. Diana Ross and the Supremes. So he was starstruck. It was something new, and she broke his heart, left his ass in the dust. But this is common. Hollywood got some people in there who just don't give a damn, all willy-nilly with it. I thought you had a question. Oh, Zayna must have left. I thought Zayna had a question. Yeah, man, Diana Ross, she needs to be stopped. Talking about she took a special interest. Talking about, and they were all over each other. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. But I could be wrong. Hey, I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus. I'm just saying. I mean, you just look at the pictures. I mean, my Lord. Every picture, she broke this man's heart. And that's what you gotta be careful when you're young. It's something about the first time. It's something about the first love, or your first couple of lovers. When you're young and you experiencing love for the first time, or what you think love is, it's amazing. And then for it to go, and as you get older, you see how trash the world is. You see how god awful people are. And you just, damn, you hold on to those great memories of all the pictures and letters and the ooh babies, and the laughter. You remember the good times and the bad times with that person. Love, baby. What happened to our generation? Love. Sweet, sweet love. And that type of love was between Michael Jackson and Diana Ross. Now, his trauma, we all know that his daddy used to beat him and do something. He used to torture this boy. And I ain't gonna lie, you gotta remember, Michael Jackson was coming from Joe Jackson's house. Michael Jackson was coming from a house of a madman, coming from a house of an abusive father. And you go from a house of hate and going into a house of love. A woman, you go into a house, and I do believe she was, like I said, I don't think they had sex, but I think she was kissing on Mike when he was underage. Gave him a few kisses and probably let him rub on her and stuff like that. But you gotta remember, outside the sexual part, he's going into a house of love. She cared about Michael. She's affectionate. He never felt these feelings before. That's why you gotta be careful with them young folks. Really, all people, when you give a person the impression that you're gonna worship them and love them and care for them, you really care about them, man, that's some strong stuff right there. So he's coming from a house where he's being abused by his father and going to a house of love, a woman's love, right? He's going to a house to where he's getting hugs and kisses, and he's being fed, and he can have some wiggle room to be a child. And Michael had a very, very unique upbringing, very unique, and from a man's perspective, I believe him going to Diana Ross's house, is one of the best things, and one of the worst things. It's one of the best things because he got to experience real love with Diana Ross. Oh, where my thing at? He got to experience real love with this woman. But it was a curse because she left him. So to put all your heart, mind, and soul into something that you think it was he loved. Well, he got older and he was still infatuated. He still wanted to marry her. So she did something to this boy to make him lose his mind. She gave him a lot of play. And like I said, you coming from your daddy's house where you're getting beat. You're told all these strict and ridiculous rules. And you're going to Diana Ross's house, where you're free to be a kid. You're getting all this good loving. It's just like, she was a breath of fresh air to Mike. So I don't know. I'm just speculating. Like they saying Diana Ross did, do her thing with underage Mike. And I truly believe, based on, like I said, this is way before my time, but I believe this woman showed Mike some things. I'll put it that way. She showed Mike some things, all right. She showed Michael Jackson a lot of things, broke his heart, and then he started dating Elvis Presley's daughter. That was a fluke. That was a and then he just became single. I mean, Michael Jackson had a very strange upbringing and life up until he passed away. A lot of rumors, a lot of controversy, a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, older women dating younger men, that's normal. That's normal as hell. But Michael Jackson got his heart broken. That boy never recovered. It's always your first love that gets you. I don't know why it's doing that. I guess I'd leave it on there. But yeah, that's crazy. But Hollywood and media, they don't come down on women like they come down on men. Like I said, because of that the dynamics. And I'm wondering who else was in that industry doing God knows what with these boys. We hear about Diddy, Clive Davis. We hear about a lot of these monsters. Epstein. A lot of men in Hollywood. And Disney. Disney fell off the rails with so much shit. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in these streets. But y'all flood my comments. I just had to stop by and, give my little expertise about this whole Michael and Diana Ross and, what really happened between these two. Obviously, you can see right here that they had something going on. But how